Hello, this is Father Michael Nasser coming to you once again from St. Nicholas Orthodox Church here in Grand Rapids, Michigan for this week's midweek reflection. And this week I'm reflecting on certainty and uncertainty. I was thinking, do I call this the uncertainty of certainty or the certainty of uncertainty? Either way, I think the idea is the same, and that is that we have an illusion of certainty that all of a sudden gets shattered when there's uncertainty. Why am I reflecting on this? We've been watching, many of us, watching the events in Syria unfold, where seemingly from out of nowhere, almost overnight, there is a change in government. Rebel forces swept across the country just in a couple days and took over. And imagine, I was trying to explain to somebody, what's going on? They were asking. I said, well, imagine if on Sunday morning we woke up and we found out that some militia group from Alabama had made this lightning charge and had taken over Washington, D.C. And now there's a whole new, not just people in the government, but a whole new government. And we have no idea what the government system is going to be like. Are they going to be supportive of us as Christians? Are they going to be killing us? We don't know. All that uncertainty. Well, that's what the people of Syria are going through, and so we all need to be praying for them as they go through this uncertainty. But they're not the only ones that are dealing with certainty and uncertainty. We all do. The problem is we typically get it backwards. We typically have so much sense of uncertainty sometimes that we think there's really nothing certain. Or sometimes we think there's so much uncertainty that we don't know, we can't say anything about anything. Well, it's neither. The reality is we have no certainty of just about anything. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, the weather forecast says there's going to be, 3 to 6 inches of snow. It's a beautiful light dusting out there right now. Maybe we get it. We probably don't. Last week they said 11 inches. We got 2 at my house. So, there's no certainty. Now, for a lot of us, that brings out a lot of anxiety. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. Or we think we know what's going to something happen and it doesn't happen. Well, I think as Christians, we have to really be clear on what are we certain about and what are we uncertain about. And the reality is we are uncertain about almost everything. What's the weather going to be like? What's the stock market going to do? What's my job situation going to be? What's my family's health situation? So much uncertainty, even though we like to have the illusion of certainty. We're doing okay, we're going to be fine. We don't know. What do we know? What is certain? And that is that we are certain that our good and loving God is good and loving. And He doesn't change. The Bible tells us that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He is certain, and His love for us is certain. So whatever happens to us, as difficult as life might be, and sometimes life gets very difficult, what we can know, what we can be certain about, is that God is here, He's with us, and He loves us. And so whatever happens to us in the uncertainty of life, or even in the illusion of certainty that we find out it gets broken because of things that happen, what we can know is that He's here, He's with us, and He loves us, so that whatever comes our way, it's going to be okay. Why? Because He loves us. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Doesn't mean we're not going to have challenges. We are going to be. What we can know for certain is that God is good, He's with us, He loves us, and it's all going to be okay. That's the kind of certainty we have to place our expectation of certainty in. It's God. He's the only one we're certain of. We're not certain of anything else. Everything is an inshallah. Everything is God willing. Why? Because we're not certain, except for the fact that God is good, He's loving, He's with us, and because of that, no matter what happens and all this uncertainty, it's all going to be okay. That's the real message of Christ coming at Christmas. His life wasn't easy from beginning to end. Our life is not going to be easy beginning to end. We look forward to enjoy that wonderful blessing of easy moments. But in between those, when everything is difficult and challenging and scary and uncertain, we have to hold on to the certainty of our good and loving God, who's good, He loves us, He's with us, and it's all going to be okay. So may we all continue to prepare to meet Christ at Christmas, to see Him for who He is, and to feel the certainty that we have in Him and Him alone, and in that we live joyful, peaceful lives. God bless you. I hope you found this helpful, so please share it, and God willing, we'll see you in next week's video.